I'm Liz, and I am the Project Skills Mentor. Welcome. Today I'm really excited to release my new ebook, The New Mentorship Model Workbook. On my channel, I talk a lot about mentorship, project management, and also the user experience, storytelling. I feel strongly about mentorship because I think it's a cornerstone of project management or any kind of management. In fact, mentorship is a life skill. And I want to challenge you today to find a mentor, to be a mentor, and to start a mentorship partnership. I call them partnerships because the old model of mentor and mentee just don't fit anymore. People have a plethora of life skills, whether they're 25 years old or 65 years old. And we need to respect those life skills and bring everyone into mentorship with the idea that both parties get value and both parties have a mission, a journey, and a goal. Below I've got a link to the document. Please check that out. But also look at the blog site because I have a filled out demonstration version so that you can see how I would fill it out using an example situation. First of all, you need a mentorship partner. I'll put a link below to my video on how to find a mentor or a mentee. Let's get started looking at that workbook and seeing how you can put it to use today. First of all, you write down your names on the first page, and then you start with preparation before the first meeting. What about you? What are 5 things about you that tell about your motivations, something about your past, maybe your big success you're looking for? But these should be personal things that help to connect with you. Next, a personal SWOT analysis. You're probably familiar with SWOT analysis for business, but a SWOT analysis for yourself can be so valuable. So think about each of these and then think about how they relate. Is your greatest weakness also creating a threat for you? Is your greatest strength really an opportunity to grow or to do something new? Next, your mentorship goals. You want to be specific here. So in my example, I say I want a raise and I want a 2% increase in 2021. That is specific, it's smart in every way in that it is achievable but also measurable. So make goals like that. In your first meeting with your mentorship partner, you're going to go over a lot of content, the 5 things about you, your personal SWOT, and your goals, and they're going to do the same. When they get to the point about their goals and how they're measuring them, write down your partner's goals, listen carefully, and reflect those goals back to make sure you understand them. Next, you'll get into your contract. Start by agreeing to confidentiality rules. This is important. Next, get into way of working. Talk about the details of how you're going to run your mentorship together. If you clarify those small details up front, you won't have to worry about it later. Now that each partner has gone through their 5 things about them, their SWOT analysis, and their shared goals, you have a sense of what you have in common and what goals are specific to you. Now, put down shared goals. These aren't necessarily goals you each share, but what you're going to work on together as a mentorship partner. And you're going to talk about expectations and accountability. What do people expect from each other? And in my example, I give very basic things like honesty, but also who's going to do what, so that again, as a way of working component, no one's surprised when something hasn't happened. The concept of accountability is really important to the process and the success of the mentorship. You're going to create a roadmap. This roadmap essentially takes a goal from each party and maps it using time, action, and outcome. Here you can see my example for what John is doing and what Marcia is doing. Each have their own path, but sometimes they interlink. Marcia's goal for managing her financial course and learning is going to intersect with John's goal of doing a research topic and writing a paper. Where these things intersect, that works great. You can also just expect that you'll have 2 goals. But in the end, in your contract, you're going to summarize that down to 1 goal, 1 thing the partnership works on, and that's going to be done in your mentorship dashboard. So in your dashboard, this is a page to be created for each meeting you'll be having. Remember, this dashboard isn't meant to document everything that's said during the conversation. It's meant to create the inputs, so you can have a conversation about the throughputs and then document the outputs. So an example of the input is your agenda. You should always look at the last meeting's agenda and actions, but also check the current goal you're working toward, timing, outcomes, next steps. So that can be your agenda. You'll always want to have a goal here of what are you working toward. So what is your group mission together in your partnership? And then for that, the next set of steps between this meeting and the next meeting will be documented in action items with an owner. Between the two of you, everything has to have an owner and the due date. At the end of your meeting, always do just a little checkpoint to make sure that your current goal is being evaluated and accomplished. If not, think about improvements. And also your mentorship. How are you working? Maybe you missed a deadline. Document that. Be honest about it, because in the honesty and discussion, you can actually get better. And a mentorship that doesn't improve is a mentorship that's not doing its job. The new mentorship model workbook. I hope you'll try it today. Again, the links are below to download it and check out the related blog so you can see more about how to use this form and the examples I've given. Also, go to the blog and check out the other components of mentorship. I think you'll find a lot of information there to help you get started. Leave your comments below on anything I've missed, other ideas, or hopefully your success. Tell me about your successes in mentorship. I'd love to hear them and celebrate them with you. So that's all for today. I hope you find this information useful, and I will see you next time on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Goodbye, everybody.